Hello, now I'm with Kerry, the Chief Commercial Officer of Accor Group, MEA APAC. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Excellent.
Nice to have you in our TTW conversations.
Always good.
Tell me your most important market you are looking after.
So it's a big region for us, right?
Correct.
Middle East, Asia Pacific is the region that I oversee. So it's like having children. You can't say that one is more important than the other. But if we look specifically about the Middle East, Africa markets, we have priority markets, and it's just really, it really follows where the development and opportunity is. So obviously here in the UAE, obviously in Saudi,
Correct.
Really tying our development strategy with the tourism strategies as well. So Turkey is very big for us and very important for us.
Very important.
A lot of openings. And of course, Africa's huge. So when we talk about Africa, where to bet on. But we're certainly growing in the African continent as well. And of course, Egypt, where we continue to open hotels and have a robust business pipeline there as well.
Right. So, Kerry, if I may ask you, recently Saudi government has banned few countries travel
Over Hajj.
for the visa. So, do you think this will affect the business in the hotel industry,
Yes.
and how do you see this?
Well, I think a couple of things. I mean, I certainly understand the context of how it's happened.
Correct.
Obviously, last year was an unfortunate overcrowding situation.
Right. Over tourism.
Over tourism, just a lack of control of the numbers. So, from the spirit of which it's been intended, I understand the purpose. But it's
But
quite
they have
broad.
banned precisely 14 countries.
It's 14 countries, and it's not just specific right into Mecca. It's into the entire country. So
Correct.
we are, of course, now sitting, re-looking at all of our forecasting numbers, and of course, it will impact business into Riyadh and Jeddah as well, because like most of us, we try to blend trips with purposes. So in this case, why not see an add-on business trip first? Yes, it depends, but I think for people who are generally just going there to do business that happen to be from one of those 14 countries, there is impact. So we are keeping our fingers crossed that it's not too severe, but there's really nothing we can do about it.
Correct. It's a policy from
It's a
the
policy.
government. So I'm not asking the figures, but in terms of revenue, which is the most viable and most profitable region under you?
I don't know that there's one country. We have standout hotels because the ADRs are very different per market, right? So you'd be really surprised at the cost of a Mercure in Tokyo, right, vis-a-vis the cost of a Mercure in India.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
So plus, we have standout Swiss hotels, like the Swiss Hotel Bosphorus in Istanbul has one of the highest ADRs, if not can be the highest ADRs in the city, right? So, it's more about the density of the market. So
Correct.
because we have scale in Saudi is a really important market.
Very
so
important.
in terms of our percentage of room revenue to top line, it sits up there as one of the focus markets. So does the UAE. Turkey and Egypt, you have all sorts of fluctuations with FX.
Right.
So it's a little bit harder. But of course, very important markets. And of course, my region goes a lot further than just Middle East and Africa. So Indonesia, where we have huge scale. Australia, where I have 450 hotels, is hugely important focus market for us. So yeah, we tend
that way.
That's right.
Yeah.
But all the markets behave obviously very differently.
Of course.
And that's the beauty of having such a diverse region, because we get to ride the bumps together.
True. I would like to ask about the MICE segment.
Right.
Because you have many properties supporting mid-scale or big convention and meetings facilities.
Yeah.
So in terms of MICE, which is most successful region?
So again, I think meeting and events is all around the purpose of the event, right? So I'm not sure that there's one answer to that.
Okay.
We have the UAE is a really popular
Correct.
business destination and incentive, so it doubles up. I think if I look at Egypt, it's probably got more domestic MICE opportunity. If you look at Cairo as a destination, and maybe some inbound incentive as well. So I think it really depends on which part of the MICE segment. I mean, we have Singapore is for us, and it's again, it does both, right? It's huge corporate and it's a huge incentive destination.
Correct.
So I always think it comes down to the tourism bodies that really position themselves. So what is Hong Kong doing versus Singapore Tourism Board versus Dubai Economic Tourism? So we're very lucky here in this home ground to have such an active tourism body, right? And you look at what Ras Al Khaimah is doing as well. So the more active the government is, the more successful the destination is in terms of citywide events, in terms of attracting incentives, and this is very helpful because you usually find on the back of major citywide events, there's lots of small. You've got a fintech. What happens? All the financial companies start having meetings, right? This is where the magic happens.
Right.
So the more active, whatever the tourism body is out there in the market to all the source markets, the better the destination does. We're just lucky that we operate in such a diverse region. We benefit from that in a number of destinations.
Thank you so much for talking to Travel
My
and
pleasure. Thank you.